Hey, what's up? Chef Jesse here. How are you? Uncle Jesse here. Well, folks, I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who wished me well, who was concerned about what happened to me yesterday. Basically, what happened to me, I'm a diabetic, and I take three types of insulin. I take one that's once a week, and I take one that's fast acting, and there's one that's slow acting. And the fast acting one is when my sugars are real high. It brings my sugar down quickly. It starts to work within like 15 minutes, and then it peaks at 2 hours or so, and it brings down my sugar very rapidly, especially if I haven't eaten much. So yesterday, I don't know, I was just having a bad day yesterday, and they come in pens. One is grayish, and the other one is bluish. Anyway, I just grabbed I injected myself with the weekly one. Every Monday I inject myself. So I injected myself with 25 units of the 0.25 units of the weekly one, and then when I went over to the other ones that I take, I usually take 15 units of fast acting and 15 to 20, and then 70 of the other one. So I mistakenly took the wrong one. I switched them around. So I took the fast acting insulin 60 units, which was like an overdose, for me. And my sugar started rapidly going down. I'm talking about within 10-15 minutes, I was checking my sugar and it was dropping down. And my sugar started at a two something, and within a half hour, 45 minutes, it was already down to like one something, and it was going. So I mean, I got very nervous. I started reading. It could cause death. You can go into a coma. I started getting an anxiety attack because, and then then it started kicking in. I got very confused, and I got very warm. I mean, it was a very bad experience, and we chose to go to the hospital. So Gilbert, thank God, the love of my life, Gilbert took me to the hospital, which is only about 4 blocks away. But I was very confused. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I had a bad experience at the hospital, going in, being checked in by security and everything. Nobody, they didn't treat me as a sick patient. I was treated as something else. It was very upsetting. But that's another case where I'm going to take care of it. I make sure that I'm going to take care of this. I've already written letters and stuff this morning to the proper departments to take care of this. So anyway, folks, with that said, I just want to thank everybody for their concern, and I'm still getting calls, and I'm still getting messages on Facebook and everything. And I love you guys. I really do. I really, really love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I feel the love. So anyway, folks, that's what happened to Chef Jesse yesterday. Anyway, let's get to the kitchen because I got some good stuff for you today. Well, folks, I'm back in the kitchen. So today I am making it's a Latin dish. It is a Latin dish. It's similar to a chicken stew. It's called Pollo guisado. Give me a second. Okay. I thought somebody was at my door. Anyway, it's called Pollo guisado. It's chicken in it's like a chicken stew. I don't know how to explain it to you. You guys know. I don't know. So anyway, you probably seen me doing this before, but I'm going to show you again just in case. It's very easy. The best thing I like about this that you don't have to season the chicken ahead of time and that. Everything gets cooked in one pot and very quickly in sort of a way, and it comes out so flavorful. It really does, so flavorful. So stay tuned for in a second. We'll be back and I'll show you how I get this done. So folks, I am back. So yeah, folks, today is a busy day for me in the kitchen. I am doing some. I'm cooking. I have to cook for a. What can I say? I'm sort of the caterer for this party at the precinct where this officer is being promoted. A friend of mine, he's a police officer. He's being promoted to sergeant, and then we have another promotion from captain to inspector. So anyway, they're putting together a party for him, and they want me to cook. So I'm making some baked chicken. I made some barbecue baked chicken. I'm making some baked ziti. I'm putting together a salad. I'm making 2 flans. So I have a lot of cooking to do, and I'm going to start preparing later on. So it's a lot of work for me tonight, and it's 4:15. So anyway, I gotta get dinner first out of the way so that I can start doing all the other stuff. So I'll be in the kitchen probably till midnight or something. Oh my God. So anyway, let's start showing you how we make this chicken. So folks, to this pan I added some some canola oil, and oops, there goes my wine. I spilled my wine. Oh my God. Okay, so folks, I'm starting out with my pot, big 6 foot, I think a 6 quart pot or whatever the hell it is, 4 quart. I'm adding my chicken in here. Okay, I got a bunch of chicken here. What I'm using today is some pieces of chicken that I had in the fridge. I had chicken, well, mostly chicken thighs and some boneless chicken. So I put that in there, in the pot. Okay, wash your hands always, frequently, when you are dealing with chicken, like I told you before. Okay, so I got all my pieces of chicken in here. Let me just make sure there's no bones in there. Gotta chop this up. So I chopped it up, and now I'm going to put some sofrito. Now people keep asking me sofrito. Some people are not familiar with sofrito. Sofrito is based on it's just based. It's a base of green peppers, red peppers, onions, garlic, cilantro, and this other thing called culantro. They're like leaves. You put everything in the blender, and you chop it up, and it's good. You can use it a lot for soups. I use it for soups. I use it for stews, and it's very good. So you can make it at home, but I make it. You know, I didn't have any time to make it at home, and I don't use it that much, so I just buy the store brand. It looks pretty good. So I'm gonna put in about 2 tablespoons. Okay, maybe a little bit, 2.5, because there's not enough. There's never enough flavors in there. Okay. Now I'm going to put my I'm gonna put bay leaves. I'm gonna put 2 bay leaves. This gives it a good flavor. Remember, just use 1 or 2 because it's very strong. I'm using some salt. I made some salt, some pepper, everything mixed together already. Put that in there. And of course my garlic. You gotta have garlic. You gotta have garlic, and there's not enough garlic. Never enough garlic. And then I'm gonna put some olives in there. Okay. And in there I'm gonna put some potatoes as well, but not now because I'm just gonna let that stew cook for a little while before I put the potatoes in. So here I am putting in some olives, about 2 tablespoons of olives. Okay. And give or take it. If you like olives, hey, you like olives. There goes that. And then of course I'm gonna put in tomato sauce. I'm gonna put in tomato sauce, and I'm opening up a can of tomato sauce, and I'm gonna put about half a can, you know, for now, half a can. This is tomato sauce. I just don't want to. I don't deal too much with the company that the tomato sauce. So I took the label off because I'm not going to do propaganda for a company that, you know, that I really dislike. So, and I'm using this as an emergency when I finish these cans. I have about 2 cans. When I finish them, no more of that brand. Now I'm going to put something in today that I've never done before, and I've heard people do it and stuff like that. So you can do it if you want. If not, I never do it, but I'm going to put in 1/4 of some cooking wine. Now, you know, I'm just going to see how it tastes because people tell me, oh, they put cooking wine in it. I've never put cooking wine in it, and I'm going to be using some. To give it some color, I'm going to be using this thing from this company called Sazon Accent. Okay, and so I'm going to put. This is very good. It has it gives the food a coloring, nice color to it, and you find these in the supermarket. And I'm going to put 1 of these in here. Okay, so this is going to give it flavor plus the coloring. Okay, now. There you go. So see, all this is done in 1 pot. Very easy. You don't have to worry about it. Now I'm gonna put in about 2 cups of water, or maybe a cup of water. Okay. So I'm gonna let that cover up in there. That's gonna stay in there, and then I'm gonna turn the stove on. Okay. I'm gonna put it medium. And I'm going to cover it up. It's so simple. I'm going to cover it. Everything's in there. The flavors are in there. Let me show you. Let me put some of this. Okay. So all the flavors are in there. Everything's going to come together. When it starts to boil, I'm going to taste it to see what it needs. If it needs salt, it needs whatever it needs. And then I'm going to let it boil in there. And then maybe a half hour. And then I'm going to add the, about a half hour. And then I'm going to add potatoes to it. And then I'm going to cook it more longer. So the whole thing's going to take me about an hour, give or take, to my potatoes get soft. And it's very easy, folks. Very easy. Just cover that up. and that's it. Forget about it. You make this with rice and on the side, and very easy, very simple. Chicken stew, pollo fricassé. Well, some people say pollo fricassé, which is similar to chicken fricassee, but it's also called chicken pollo guisado. Pollo guisado is what it's the proper word, I think. I don't know. You know me. So anyway, I'm going to cook this. Stay tuned. So folks, my chicken it's getting there. It's boiling, and the flavors are coming together, and it smells so delicious in this house. I'm telling you. Now I just chopped up my potatoes. I took 2 medium-sized potatoes. I cut them into let me show you. I cut them into little pieces here. I cut them down the line, then in fours. You know, they're like this. Okay, no particular shape or form, but this is 2 small medium-sized potatoes. Okay, and this is going to go into the chicken. I don't put them in there in the beginning because then it'll fall apart. So I wait till the chicken is halfway done, then I add it in there, and then I let it cook in there. So yeah, so we're almost done. So let me taste this. Let me get a clean fork here. Let me taste how this chicken. Let me see. And I'm gonna take a tablespoon of this chicken, the sauce. There you go. Now watch. Here you go. Look at that hot. Be careful. Oh my God. The flavors. I can't even describe the flavor. You can't describe flavors. It is delicious. And it's coming together. And what's this? Oh, something. So it is coming together. And in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna add the potatoes. I'm gonna wait a little bit more, and I'm gonna add the potatoes. Folks, now I am going to start making flan. A flan is an egg custard dessert, which is very simple to make. On the contrary of what I thought it was, I'm going to start making that today, so it'll be ready for tomorrow, for this this event that I have. So stay tuned. I'm going to do a separate video to show you how this flan is prepared in case you've never made flan. I'm going to be making a cheese flan. So stay tuned. I'm going to make a separate video. I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay. Delicious. So folks, this looks delicious. I'm going to show you how it's looking in just a second. And I'm going to add my potatoes. So let me swing you around here. Okay, there goes my... Now this thing is going to thicken up later on. And after I put the potatoes in, the liquid is it's going to thicken up. After boiling and boiling and boiling, it's starting to thick up already, if you can see. Okay. Now I'm going to add the potatoes. Oh, you go. Okay. Now I'm going to cook the potatoes in there. Okay. And that's it. And as you see, this is starting to thicken up a little bit. I can see it now. And with the potatoes, it's going to help thicken it up. And of course, if it doesn't thicken up, I use my secret, which is a little tablespoon of cornstarch, which will thicken up any sauce. So remember that. Cornstarch. Okay, folks. So there it goes. Hey, don't get dizzy. Ooh. So anyway, folks, that's it. That's my chicken, pollo guisado, chicken stew, and very simple. Watch my videos if you want to know how to really make it. And folks, now I'm going to be making flan. The flan is, I'm making 2 flan, cheese flan, which is like an egg custard, and I'm making that for tomorrow for this event that I have, and they want me to cook, so I'm going to be cooking. And I'm in another separate video, I'm going to show you how to make that flan, which is very easy. So stay tuned with Chef Jesse making cheese flan. Hey.